The girl running the street stall was shocked to find out her boyfriend was actually a rich guy from a wealthy family. A big family reunion announcement was being live-streamed on the screen, and she just froze right there. The news hit her like a bolt from the blue. She knew he'd gone back to reconnect with his birth family, but she never imagined he would reunite with a super rich family. An aunt nearby couldn't help but wonder out loud, "You think he'll dump you? He's been gone so long already." That question instantly made the girl flash back to the first time they met. That day, he'd come to buy lemon tea with his classmates. The second their eyes met, her heart started racing like crazy. After that, he'd bring his friends by often to support her business. The more he came around, the more naturally their feelings grew. Later, to support his studies, she dropped out of school and gave him every penny she had saved up. That's why she was sure he'd come back for her. Right after she thought that, he showed up right in front of her. She got so excited she ran over and grabbed his hand right away. But she quickly noticed he was still wearing that old shirt of his. She couldn't help but ask why he was still in that same clothes. He sighed and said all those rumors online were totally fake. His parents weren't rich at all, they actually owed a ton of debt. The girl felt bad and wanted to comfort him, telling him they'd work through it together. But he said he had to go back home to live with his parents from then on. After that, even though they lived under the same roof, there was this invisible wall between them. All the sweetness and warmth they used to have was completely gone. That night, he said he wanted to take half of their joint savings. He said the other half was for her as compensation. The girl knew he was trying to break up with her. But when she asked if he wanted to split up, he refused to admit it. Then, in the middle of the night, she accidentally saw his texts with his first love and completely fell apart. She couldn't hold back and texted the girl, "I'm worth over 100 million now, would you come back to me?" In that moment, she finally realized how huge the difference was between someone who loves you and someone who doesn't. She never thought the first thing he'd do after hitting it big would be dumping her to move his first love into a villa. The girl couldn't help but start crying. When the guy saw he'd been caught, he just came clean. "I worked so hard to climb to the top. You really want to drag me back down to that gutter?" The girl, with tears in her eyes, said, "No one's trying to pull you down. You could have brought me up there with you too. After 5 years together, don't I even deserve a glance from the top?" The guy scoffed and called her a gold digger, saying she only cared about hitching a ride to the top. But he forgot back when he couldn't afford grad school, she gave him all her savings to help. For him, she turned down better suitors her family had introduced. But now, in his eyes, she was just a greedy, fake person. In that moment, her heart went completely cold, and she turned to leave the little home they'd shared. As she walked home, a passing uncle saw her. He thought she looked exactly like the long-lost daughter the richest man in Haicheng was looking for. The uncle immediately thought, could this girl be the millionaire's long-lost daughter he's offering a huge reward for? He grabbed her right away and said he'd take her to meet the millionaire to claim the reward. But the girl didn't think she'd get that lucky, so she politely turned him down. But she couldn't say no to his enthusiasm. So in the end, she gave him a few strands of her hair to get a DNA test. The next day, she went to the rental house to get her savings. She didn't expect to run into his first love at the door. The girl threw the bank card at her. She said coldly, "Get out of the city within 3 days, otherwise, don't blame me for being rude."